Hello, folks. My name is 1mrlee. Today we have a special guest on the stream, Mr. ThrabenU Phil Gallagher, here to help co-pilot the 4-color elementals. Let's get this party started. Oh, we have Jason in the house. He's one of my mods. Appreciate it. Let's get this started in here. Awesome. I appreciate the support and the love, mate. Yes, we are excited today. We are playing some jank. We are playing a modern adaptation of the deck in Legacy. Thraben, please introduce yourself. Give me the lowdown. Who are you and what do you represent?
Hi folks, I'm Phil Gallagher, aka ThrabenU. I started out as a D&T specialist and made the site Thraben University to help people learn Legacy Death and Taxes, and now I've branched out much more and I drop Legacy Modern and Vintage content on YouTube 7 days a week right now with all sorts of fun jank. And so I'm very happy to be playing Elementals tonight with a fellow jankologist.
Thank you, mate. I am a big fan of your stream and your videos, right? I've been watching you since your D&T days, representing the fair magic in Legacy, and I'm glad that you've been branching out. You've been playing a bit of Vintage yourself as well, right?
Oh man, vintage is really fun. Yeah, it's just like drag racing, and everyone has like rockets strapped to the back of their cars.
That's awesome, man. And I actually discovered you from your podcast. I'm a big fan of your podcast. Do you want to tell the audience a little bit about your podcast?
Yeah, so I am a third of the host, or however you want to do that, of the Eternal Glory podcast, along with Bryant Cook and Brian Koval. Every other week we record an episode. We usually focus on Legacy, although it's Eternal Glory, so we do cover the other formats as well. Sort of deep dive, heavy strategic content, and a decent number of tangents about cooking, education, and the world around us.
Yeah, you guys love diverging on cooking, but that's kind of hilarious. I love that. It's banter, it's chatter. It's all about legacy. It's all contextual, and that's awesome. And this is why I bring you in here as a legacy expert, especially in the jank genre. Right? Today we are going to be playing the one and only 4-color elementals, and we've dropped black. Even though I love me some skelementals, we dropped black because we can play some real spells like Solitude, Force of Will, and actually have real lands. So before I jump into the little bit of a deck tech here, have you had any experience with elementals yourself?
It's funny you should mention that. I actually recorded a league yesterday with Flamekin Harbinger, although it was actually in a Shaman deck, if we're being fully honest.
Yeah.
I have a very, very fun Rage Forger deck that'll be coming to YouTube next week.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, the synergy here I love about this little dude here. And by the way, I own red green shamans in. Own red green shamans in modern. This is before it was cool, right? The red shaman is insane, as in a value creature, right? It gives counters to all your shamans, and then when your creatures attack with counters, it pings damage. But Flamekin Harbinger in this deck, he's a little bit of a synergistic combo with Risen Reef, right? Do you love value, Phil?
Oh, I am addicted.
Oh, mate. But yeah, so as I'm gonna go through a little bit of a little deck tech here. The whole deck is essentially based around Risen Reef, all right? One of the best 1/1s you could ever get for 3, and Omnath. Omnath is an insane card. It's literally the definition of 2020 pushed cards, you could say. It's 4 colors. It has ETB, draw a card, and then when you land for one of the most, powerful mechanics in Magic, it gains 4 life, and then it adds 4 mana. And then for the third land that you play that turn, you can dome damage to opponents' faces. Not even target, just opponents all take 4 damage. So good luck, EDH. And then we have Omnath, the Locus of Royal. This is the old school Omnath. Domes people directly to the face or target, and also buffs your elementals. We have Endurance in the main deck because Endurance is just amazing in general. Let's hose all those Reanimator. It's literally this one single card has like helped to Vintage and also has pushed Reanimator out of the meta, which is kind of hilarious. Voice Resurgence. So I think originally they had 3 of these, but in Modern, counterspell decks are actually really popular. But give me a quick question. I'm going to have a little Q&A here with you, Phil. Do people play spells on your turn in Legacy?
I don't know. That brainstorm card seems pretty popular, and it's pretty common to like force of will, days, brainstorm, swords to plowshares, and sometimes do other things like intuition on your opponent's turn.
That's
And the
true.
cool thing is that like legacy players don't know what Voice of Resurgence does, so they forget about it, and you just like get a free giant duder.
I love it. Yeah, and it just keeps making tokens. And the funny thing is that I'm not sure if you've heard of this like up and coming deck. I think it's been sort of shuffling around in the jank chamber for a few weeks or no. But like, there's a deck built around like a 1/1 human called Delver's Secrets, right? And they have 10 counter spells in the main deck, roughly like 9 to 10. And all their spells, I think they're instants. I'm not sure except Ponder, but yeah, I thought let's hedge against the janky decks and play cards like Voice of Resurgence to deal with decks like Blue Red Delver or Rug Delver, and maybe we could get some free wins out of that.
Oh, we're certainly going to get some free wins out of Endurance tonight. I would bet money on that.
Yep, and we have honorary changeling here, Mister Honorary in Elemental called Unsettled Mariner. He's Mister Tax. People also forget that the tax is applied to your lands and also applied to you. So I've had so many times people shame scoop after a wasteland and go, "Oops, I didn't pay the tax." That's kind of hilarious. We have Solitude, new elemental. So I was super happy when these new pitch elementals came out. Now, this card is bonkers. It's basically Swords of the Plowshare on a creature, and you get Resurrect triggers. And you can do the stupid thing of solituding their creature and then ephemerating it. And then you get to keep the creature and
I,
get another trigger.
I've seen a lot of people trying this out in both modern and legacy, usually with grief,
Hmm.
and it's a very powerful synergy.
Yeah, for sure. And we have Jitte because it's a good card. I figured I should add that. Um, and then we got some sideboard stuff like Endurance, Foundation Breakers, more Fury. Fulminator Mage is just like, I think like the big mana decks or like stuff like Depths is really hard for us to deal with. So that's why I have stuff like Caracas and Fulminator Mage. Now, in my own version of elementals, a lot of people here know that I play elementals a lot myself, but it's more built around the slivers structure. So that, where they have Eighth of Isle, Force of Wills, and just like a lot of like 1/2s and 3 drops. We have Flicker Wisp in that build, but this version is not playing Flicker Wisp. It's all about the fetch lands. It's all about getting land triggers, getting value of Omnath, and sort of just like force willing people, using Solitude and actually being able to play spells that that matter, right? We also have Kahir in the sideboard. Just go and grab a Lord for free, which is kind of nice. And also, so I play Kahir in my version. The awkward thing is that it's a cat beast, and I used to play 12 to 14. Rainbow lands, which you have to name a creature. You normally name elementals. Having to name cat is kind of awkward sometimes, but it comes in handy sometimes. And they get vigilance and 1/1.
Yeah, you're pretty close to wanting to be an Ancient Ziggurat deck here, but you have a handful of things like Jitte and Ephemerate and Force of Will that doesn't work with.
Yep. True, true, true. And my version plays 3 Ancient Ziggurats, and I also got Reflecting Pools. But this version, we're just going to try it out. I essentially took the modern version that's been dominating modern at the moment. This is the new hotness. And adapted to the legacy, we have all the dual lands as usual. We have a lot of fetch lands to trigger Omnath. And we're just going to see how we go. And I play Magic. If y'all didn't know, I'll be posting this to YouTube. So if you're watching from YouTube, click that like button, support the channel for free. If you like the videos, click subscribe, and then it will definitely help me boost my audience and sort of share the jank to the legacy community. And also as well, if you want to support the stream, come here on Twitch. I stream at 6:30 on Wednesdays, Pacific Standard Times, and I also stream every Sunday at 2 p.m. So come join us for some future videos, and we can get some more special guests like Phil. Any last words before we jump into the league, mate?
Nah, let's battle.
Let's battle.
Wait, I got one. Over under on number of lands we will destroy with Fulminator Mage this league.
Oh,
What do you think the line's at?
we can put it up to chat as well. Tell what chat thinks the number. But you think like overall the whole 5 leagues? How many numbers?
Yeah, I bet we can get three.
3.
I think we can blow up 3 lands.
I'm actually because we have 4, and maybe we could bring them in those matchups because Green White Reclaim is kind of really popular now, right? I'm gonna be optimistic. I'm gonna say 4 More than 4. 4 or more.
All right, we'll see who's right. Let's battle.
Let's battle. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, Zopmaster, don't you worry. I've been playing Magic since Voice of Resurgence was standard legal and popular there as well.
Oh wow! I was like freaked out for a quick second. I was like, "Where are all the trophies?" I realized the ladder just reset.
Oh man, I gotta try to get me a trophy tomorrow. Get myself on the leaderboard.
Yeah. So the good thing about this build is that I mean, I had 4 Force of Wills in my build, but we're playing 4 Force of Wills here because Force of Will is a good card.
Yeah. I think secretly the Omnaths are holding together some of the deck here, since like it's a pitch card for Solitude, Force of Will, and Fury.
Hmm.
I think that's just a super neat design space.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, there's the and endurance.
Oh, forgot about that one since it was in a different column. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's also castable, which is kind of crazy. Pitch to all. I love it.
So I've played some mostly vintage decks where I played like the 5 color Scarecrow. I think it's Reaper King
Hmm.
specifically because it could pitch to like Force of Will, Force of Negation, Force of Vigor, and a couple other things. I was playing the black pitch cards too. Geez, Corruption, I think it is.
Is it?
It like put some weird like -2, -1 counters on
That's what I thought.
things.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I was like, it puts counters on things, right? Yeah, that's crazy. So that Scarecrow can also be cast by colorless, right? 10 mana, is that right?
Yeah, it's those hybrid, one of a specific color or two generic, just like Flame Javelin is.
Yeah, and you bet yourself that yeah, I've tried to play it in Tron. I was like, let's play Scarecrows in Tron.
I I have some interesting things brewed up for the post Dungeons and Dragons world. I'm gonna be trying out a Portable Hole in a couple of decks.
Yes, Portable Hall is a fantastic card. I'm very excited about that card, especially its impact on Legacy.
It's hard though, because like Prismatic Ending just got printed, and that's just stupidly good.
It's 5 to 8, right? We're just adding more white removals. Alrighty. So, oh no, this is hilarious. Antonio MTG. Hopefully, it's the same Antonio I'm thinking about. He is actually a regular fan here. He generally plays a lot of Cloudpost, but I don't know if it's the same person. But I think it is because I think I've met him before.
All right, let's blow up some
Um,
lands.
yeah. But anyways, round 1 here on the Legacy League with hey, he's already said hello to me. Um, Anyways, we've got Phil Gallagher here playing some 4 color elementals. Hopefully Antonio is he loves Cloudpost, but I think he is more of he's been meddling around with Metalworker. So okay. He said he saw my stream come up, but it's like I don't like you right now. So we're pretending we're not friends, I guess. I'm gonna play for blood. Sorry, I'm just having a little chit chat because there's one of the fans here on the stream. He's like, anyways, let's jump straight into it, folks. We won the die roll, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and reveal Kaihira here and see what we got.
So
All right,
how
let
is
me
a
fill some.
two-lander in this deck?
How is it? We have 23 lands. I guess we do have a 2-drop, and we're on the play though, so it's okay. It's
I
okay.
think it's probably fine. Like
Yeah.
we have 2 draws to hit a land. If we miss for one turn, it's okay. If we miss for two turns, it's pretty disastrous.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's okay because we also don't have that many 1-drops as well. So I guess hopefully we just don't fetch and hope to hit the third land, right?
All right, sounds good.
He's trolling me in chat. He's like, "You've betrayed the wave," because as everyone knows here on the stream, I love my Cloudpost. So he knows I'm playing elementals.
All right.
Yeah, he's definitely on post. Saga. Yes, people have been trying Saga lately.
So, real talk, do you click through all your stops manually?
I do.
So, either the 2 or F2 shortcut is yield until the end of turn, which I found just very helpful for not having to click through everything.
Yeah, so I sometimes use two a lot, which like goes all the way to the end. I don't actually just like click click, but it's because of I'm assuming needle and I wanted to fetch, but I have to fetch in response to needle here, so yeah. But I think I'm
I
just gonna
gotcha.
get a Savannah.
Yeah, as long as you don't get Volcanic Island, because Volcanic Island doesn't count Voice of Resurgence.
Of course, of course. Oh, okay. So he thought I was on land destruction. So there was a little bit of an error at the start of the stream here. I accidentally started the stream with the wrong title that said land destruction, and he goes, "I'm playing Cloudpost and you're playing LD." He doesn't know I'm on elementals then. Alrighty.
All right. So, do we have a Flooded Strand target that can both cast Voice of Resurgence and get red?
Uh, green red?
Well,
No,
I
not
mean,
green
we
red.
we can fetch.
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking it would be the tundra. No, no, we need red. Plateau, right?
That'll work.
Yeah,
We'll need blue later.
we will. The awkward thing is that Flameking's not
so
actually impactful here. Because, like, it would just
Yeah,
put
that's
to the
true.
top, right?
Yeah, one thing I found really awkward about the Flamekin in the league that I just played was that like you you lose out on its value when you want to be drawing a land.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can just play it as a one-one. Oh, perfect. There's our blue.
I think we just go for it here. See what we hit. Yeah, I guess. I don't think they play Wasteland, so I don't think any land really matter here. But I guess we just get the Tundra here. Oh, actually, no, we've got a lot of white, so we can get the Trop, I guess, because green's probably a lot in
Yeah,
our deck.
Trap Scene's fine. It gives you green for endurance later.
Yep, true.
That one needs a tap for blue.
It does, it does. I'm an idiot. Oh, sorry. Had a long day.
Oh, I get it. I am nice.
Nice.
I am
Oh,
luckily on summer break currently, so I am on the full-time content production train for the next month or so.
oh, that's awesome, dude. And you're a teacher, right?
Yeah, I teach high school Latin.
Nice, nice. So this is awesome if we draw a fetch, because like Omnath is just gonna be bonkers. We're also on 4 lands while they're on 2, so there's actually a really good trick with Vesuva that I learned from one of my fellow judges. That if there's a Urborg in play, you can play it untapped and just tap it for black for the rest of the game, because it doesn't have to come in tapped. It says you may bring it in tapped and copy something.
Oh, that's super cute. I did not know that one.
Yeah, yeah. It says you may put it in tapped. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I was about to say he needs a land drop here, and that's why he's probably if he gets a Cloudpost here, he gets a forest. Interesting. He's worried about Wasteland, maybe. Okay, Reclaimer. We can wait. We don't need to Solitude now. This is what we draw. Oh, okay.
Oh, this is gonna be a good turn.
So I mean, he's tapped out. He's not gonna do anything. I say he because I know who he is. He's my friend in real life.
Yeah.
So we Omnath, draw a card.
Yeah, you Omnath,
trigger,
do your thing, and potentially just end up furying away the Ultra Reclaimer depending on what the draws look like.
Perfect. And then also get 4 life and 4 mana.
Yeah, this is pod racing.
Okay, so he's now written in chat. I was wrong. You weren't on land destruction, because that wasn't the title of the stream. Oh wow!
Oh man!
All right, we're putting this in. We're just putting this straight in. Getting 4 life. Oh, Phil.
Oh
this is brutal. All right. We also can just literally tutor a card for 1 mana. Do we go? Do
Uh,
we go and get a Risen Reef? Do we want to go that deep?
it's certainly not bad. I think it's probably fine too.
Alrighty. We have to trigger this the correct way. So we press Risen Reef, right? Because
Yeah,
that
so
will go on the
Risen
bottom.
Reef goes on the bottom so that Flamekin Harbinger's ability resolves first.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Are we going that deep, or do we
Oh
get
yeah.
a? Or do we get a Locust of the Royal to kill Elvish Reclaimer?
Oh, that's actually really cute too. Okay, I'm fine with that.
Nice. And we get more triggers. Okay, so we actually have to fetch here. If I want to be cute, I could have like ephemerated the Omnath, but no. We need
Also,
red actually.
our volcanic island is already in play.
Yep, yep. Which is okay. We don't have to play the Omnath. I'm sure we can do it next turn. But this will dome them for 4. Um,
Um, we can just pitch.
Ephemerate?
We
Kill
can
it?
pitch the Omnath and then do just ephemerate shenanigans if we wanted.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, so we actually we Fury we
Yeah, I think so.
okay. So you're saying Fury or Solitude? Which one do you want to do? Oh, you want to do Solitude pitching?
I think I just want the double striker in play.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're saying Fury pitch Omnath?
Yeah, I think we Fury pitch Omnath and then just like ephemerate the Fury and keep it in play and continue to do Risen Reef shenanigans.
Awesome. Yeah, good point. Fair point.
Oh yeah, this is unquestionably sick. We are getting just disgusting amounts of value right now.
We have to do 4. We're dealing 8 damage to poor Reclaimer. Look at you. Just look at it. Look at the card. That's what it always says. Oh, and we
Oh,
have a
nice.
card
And
to
we
pitch.
picked up. Yep.
Oh, this is
And
just
we still haven't attacked yet. We'll do that now.
this is disgusting, man.
You gotta love it.
Cloudpost. I mean, we could just leave it.
I mean, we can just hardcast a Solitude on our turn and kill it that way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And get some more triggers.
Yeah, elementals, they're real good at triggers. It's impressive.
Yeah. I mean, one card that really wrecks my Aether Vial version, where I play a lot of. Oh, we have the rebound. Oh, all right. What do we?
I mean, I guess.
Blinkin.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, what do you want
We
to do?
want
Oh,
the
do you?
Fury to it.
I guess.
I think we just want the Fury to attack this turn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's just blink the Flamekin.
Set up our draws. I mean, we actually get the draw as well. Because we're tutoring a card and getting the trigger, and we get the draw. We can like add salt to the wound and endurance them. Sorry, that's really mean. It doesn't really matter here.
Yeah, the world is your oyster here. Like we just have lethal attacks this turn, I believe.
Did you order another Solitude or?
I didn't order it, but now that it's here, might as well eat it, you know?
No.
Yeah, and this is why I wanted to put that Fury into play last turn, was just to you know, get the game over with.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Thinking about the next turn. Like, is that what good Magic players do, Phil? They think ahead? I don't understand. What
A
does
little
that mean?
bit.
Alright, what are they doing? Crop rotation.
Uh, well,
Force.
they're giving us an elemental, and then they're going to get Force of Willed.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, another blue card to pitch. This is fine. So obviously the opponent here was trying to get a chasm.
Yep,
Another flame kid. Nice.
and we will conveniently have a pile of Fulminator mages to bring in.
So, talking about that number again. um, okay, so I think on their end, they're not gonna bring Force of Vigors. They're not gonna. Oh, they might bring in carpets because we have a lot of islands, so we can try to think about avoiding islands. Um, they're just gonna try
Oh,
to turbo.
I would not even avoid islands. Like our mana base is all over the place.
Hmm.
And our opponent probably saw that. Like I wouldn't be thinking about porting in carpet.
Okay, okay. I'm just trying to think what's in their sideboard. That's all. They also have endurances themselves. I know that it doesn't really matter, but it's just to think about for attacks and stuff. Because they're playing 3 in sideboard, 1 in main. I think here there's probably not much targeted removal, but that does remove the blue count.
So I want the Fury for sure. Our opponent is on an Urza Saga build, so we want more ways to deal with creatures, and I don't hate some number of Foundation Breakers either.
Okay.
I think our Jitte is probably medium. I
Sure.
think Endurance is medium. And I think some number of Unsettled Mariners and Flamekin Harbingers can be trimmed, probably.
Yeah, we'll do this maybe. Do you think... Yeah,
This,
maybe voices?
yeah, I might. Yeah, the forces are going to be pretty low in terms of the blue count.
Mm-hmm.
If we board the way we're boarded right now.
Do you see any value in the voices?
Uh, I think we just need some 2-drop plays because we're slow, right?
Okay.
So like I think we just need to keep the voices even though they're kind of medium to just make sure we have some early plays.
Gotcha.
And is this 61 card starting main deck or
No, it's 60. I'm just
oh,
playing
all right, we
numbers
are
around.
60.
Yeah.
Like I might even trim some number of Force of Wills to just keep the Unsettled Mariners in there, not because they're great, but just because like they're turn 2 plays.
Gotcha. And do you want all 4 foundations or?
I don't know that we need all 4. I don't hate them. Like they will have targets. You've got 10 seconds. Just make a call with the last couple cards.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I just leave the 2 forces. I think unsettles. You probably have a good point about having 2 drops there. So, all good, all good. Appreciate the
Yeah.
support there. All right, I think this is a pretty good hand. You know, we got a turn 1 planes and then turn 2 voice.
Yep. This is not a mulligan. This is fine. So the Foundation Breakers are kind of nice because like they can kill Urza Saga tokens that get into play. They can also kill the Urza Saga itself since it's an enchantment. And occasionally there's other things like pithing needles, occasionally some artifact-based ramp, candles.
Field. I haven't seen Field in Cloudpost for a while. They revealed a Field of the Dead.
It's,
Okay,
it's nice inevitability, but you just have so many cards that have the same names, so I don't love it.
Alright, I'm actually, because I'm drawing a lot of lands here, I'm actually just going to play fetch and pass. Eventually you might fetch on that
Yeah, that's
step.
fine. Yeah, playing the fetches out is also just fine against your opponent's deck that you know has at least one pithing needle in it.
Let me get a Savannah here.
So Savannah doesn't cast Fulminator Mage, so that's
Oh.
just something to keep in mind.
It's a good point, sorry. I'm just...
It's not going to matter. We still have plenty of other mana sources, and like the unclaimed territory does a lot of work in rounding out the mana here.
I'm probably going to play that into voice now.
Yeah. I love that we have a foundation breaker now, though.
Very fitting that we have a Fulminator Mage in our hand and they played Cascading Cataracts.
I mean, that's fine. Like, this is going to get a Cloudpost or something that we can destroy.
For sure, for sure. And then have a voice in play, which is kind of nice as well.
Yeah, it's a shame Fulminator Mage isn't like an ETB. We can't abuse that with Ephemerate.
That just big gross. Alright, they got a Cloudpost, as expected. Their next turn most likely will be Cloudpost Pass. Maybe hold up once upon a time we'll play a Reclaimer or something. I think we have plenty of red cards. We added that extra Fury, we have all the Fulminators. We could blow up a Cloudpost in case we draw that one Harbinger. We could even just pitch it to the Fury. Okay, oh, what? Interesting. They can't play Endurance off this, so, you know. Oh, okay, I know what they're doing here. They're playing around Fulminator Mage because we can't really blow up anything because the stage will copy a forest.
Yeah, so I think we're still casting the Fulminator Mage.
I agree.
And I think we do it pre-combat. And then that will cause them to tap their Thespian Stage in response, so their Thespian Stage can't get destroyed. And that means that our Voice of Resurgence safely attacks in without anything happening to it at all.
Oh, that's a very good point.
Oh, they didn't.
Well, they can still do it in response, right?
Oh, we're just gonna sit on Fulminator Mage now. So like we don't activate Fulminator Mage, we just let it sit there, and then they can't Thespian Stage and copy Forest with their mana this turn.
Yep, because we're doing response.
So like we just got a time walk worth of value because they didn't respond to us playing Fulminator Mage.
Gotcha. So what you're trying to say here is that because they didn't respond into us putting it on the stack, now they're stuck in a bad position, right?
Yeah, and so we're playing this this awkward like stare down game where we can't use the Fulminator Mage, but they can't activate their Thespian Stage. And if they ever tap down the Thespian Stage, like, then we can think about using the Fulminator Mage, and we'll see where we're at in regards to like crop rotation and such.
Of course. No, that's really smart, man. I really appreciate your insights there. So we know they have Field the Dead and Cloudpost.
Now, play patterns are super interesting here. Just another thing, if we ever are going to use the Fulminator Mage, we'd probably want to use it on our turn so that if our opponent crop rotations, we get an elemental off of Voice of Resurgence.
That's a good point. Yeah, the triggers. That is a very good point. Alright, so they still can't cast Endurance here, so I think we're safe to just play a land and attack.
Yep, I play your land attack in. I don't expect anything to happen.
I agree. I don't think they're bringing in any type of removal. We generally have other cards.
No, I don't expect inexpensive removal from Cloudpost most of the time. Things like Spatial Contortion occasionally show up.
Or Dismember. Okay, so we could blow up now.
I think just blowing up their Thespian Stage is totally reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, they waited to our end step, right? They could have saved 2 damage to do it during our attacks if they were planning to do this anyway. Yeah, so we sort of got some value out of that. We even got 2 damage, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah, I do think you just should have hardcast the Foundation Breaker as a 2/2 on your turn, though.
That's a fair point. Yeah, you're right.
Like I can understand wanting to like save it and take the value, but like we're on the anemic beats plan right now.
Fair enough. Yeah, the reason I was trying to think about it here was that we could ephemerate it as well if we think about it. But yeah, right now they're not really doing anything. But yeah, fair point, fair point.
I mean, as a counterpoint, they may play a candle or something this turn, and then we get sick value out of like still having it.
What's this? Oh, boom pile. This card. Sure. If this misses, this will be so funny. We also get a token out of it, which is kind of funny.
Yeah,
So,
this is actually super interesting.
so the version that plays boom pile generally plays Kana Great Creator, by the way, if you didn't know.
Yeah. So like we can just start out attacking for 2.
Let's see if they crack. I don't think they would crack. I think they're trying to wait. Um, do you want to cast
So
Fury?
let me ask you:
Sorry, go ahead.
are you feeling lucky, punk? Are you?
Oh, because you wanted me to cast Foundation Breaker?
It's so cute. I don't know that it's actually a good play, but like Foundation Breaker and taking the 50% chance of like killing their board wipe before it like really does anything is really funny.
That's true. I mean, yeah, there's a 50-50
I don't
chance.
know if that's good,
Hmm.
but I feel like if we sit here just attacking with a 2/2 forever, uh,
Let's do it. Let's jam it.
you can also just have that for green, yeah.
Also, they have main deck life gain.
Oh yeah, like Glimmer Post plus Bazooka can add up and be kind of gross.
See if they blow it. They are trying it. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
Oh yeah. They lost the flip.
They lost the flip. Already, you see here in this chat here. Choose his head. Lost the flip. Oh, that's so good.
Chili, this is still game 1 or match 1 rather.
Yep.
Yeah. So now just play your planes.
Sorry.
Oh shit. Sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. We're good.
All right.
We're good.
So now we're not holding up ephemerate, which can be relevant.
That's a good point. Sorry, I was trying to get the record counter up. But yeah, I'll deal with that later. Sorry, folks. It's not bad there. All right. Glad that nothing happened. We high cast Force Will, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna play the planes here and just attack in.
Yep, that's fine. And then it's a question of like, do you want to leave up hardcast Force of Will, or do you want to play Fury and increase the clock?
I think
I think we want to leave up hardcast Force of Will.
I agree. Only because I feel like they don't have much going on, and they're just waiting to maybe Green Suns or something. Because this Cloudpost was probably clutch for them. They can like, what are they doing now? Crop rotation. That's gonna make us a token. I think they are crop rotating. Oh.
Oh yeah, that means we just have lethal next turn, right? 3, 4, 5. Oh no, it's not quite lethal. So it's a question of like, do we want to?
They're probably just getting a Cloudpost, right?
Chasm.
Or a Chasm.
It's either Chasm or Cloudpost.
But Chasm means they could lose so much life. Sorry, go ahead.
I would counter this specifically because if we start getting into Olmog territory, our board can fall apart very quickly.
Sure. Fine with that. Let's go ahead and get a Tundra here. Casting 5 mana spells to counter it. Nice. That's a expensive dissolve. Not even a dissolve. I think dissolve gets a scry.
So if we can put 2 creatures into play somehow next turn, we can kill our opponent.
That's true.
But we'd have to like draw exactly Flamekin Harbinger, which I think is in the sideboard. So I don't think we can actually factually kill next turn.
We do have one in the
Oh,
main.
oh, but we are going to have good lines. Oh, we have one remaining. Okay, so we have a one outer to immediately kill our opponent.
Yep. Oh.
This is my boom pile.
You gonna blow it now? I'm gonna wait. That's a lot of boom piles.
Well, if they blow it now, they potentially take more damage. Well, not more damage, some damage because of the elemental token.
Yeah, I think we just attack here.
I agree.
If they try to blow.
We won the first 50-50.
Yeah.
Not if, when.
So, do we try to ephemerate and blow up the Saga?
Um, we lose out on so much damage if we do that, and they lose the flip. I think we just let this go.
Sure.
And if it happens, we're going to be behind. Nope. Okay, the rest of this turn is filthy. So we get to ephemerate twice.
Yep.
So we ephemerate the first time and blow up the boom pile. And then we ephemerate the second time and blow up the Urza Saga.
Yep.
Just gross. I just make your land drop on the way out.
Sorry.
Nope.
We didn't need it. Sorry, I got too distracted.
No need to tell me. I've done the streamer did a dumb so many times, just like forgetting to do stuff that like I clearly wouldn't do if I was paying full attention to the game.
My local friends have told me numerous times. They said GG that I'm so bad at Magic on streaming, and I'm 30 times better in paper. All right, all right. Let's keep the ball rolling. All right, thanks for
100% win rate. Have not dropped a game.
That's true. Let's try to get that trophy, eh?
That would be a great night. But honestly, I consider 3-2s with decks that look like this to be a good night.
Oh, for sure.
That's the brew trophy.
Oh, for sure. Like, as I say, it's quoting Saffron Olive. It's like, let's see if we can feed the kids tonight. Like, just to be able to play another round of a league is perfect. That's all I care about. Because we are playing these games because we just want. Oh wow, there's some pretty expensive creatures. We're playing jank because we're just having fun.
Yeah, this seems like an easy mulligan to me.
Yep. All right, we're in round 2 here versus Kinanaris. That will get a. Yeah, I don't mind this hand. Just tuck a land.
This sounds fine. Yeah, I think you tuck a land, and we have a lot of options for how the hand plays out.
I don't mind tucking a fetch here because the cavern's just really good.
Yeah, I mean against a Yorion deck, like
most
of the time they are going to be a blue-based control deck. They could be Death and Taxes, but the Yorion builds are becoming a little less common.
So I'm gonna. Oh, we
I think you would.
just Cavern Flamekin get Risen Reef.
Yeah. Does the first one get Risen Reef, or does it just get like Unsettled Mariner
to protect your creatures? I guess it will protect Omnath. I just like getting Risen Reef because I don't have much going on in my hand. But you're right, I don't have a 2-drop, so I didn't mind getting.
We can grab Risen Reef and just play another Flamekin on turn 2. That's totally fine as well.
I agree.
Yeah, GG's Antonio. It was a little lucky for us that the coin flips went the way they did.
Both games. Vista. Oh, there you go. What a surprise. I'm gonna tag him for 1. You also
So what are
notice
you
this.
thinking with this one?
Um, if they're a blue deck, I'm probably gonna get voice.
That seems fine.
Yep. I just don't know what they're playing
Voice is
though.
great against like the counterspell side of the equation.
Hmm.
I mean, we should probably assume it is a blue-white or Bant control deck.
Hmm.
Think like the abundant growth sorts of things for them to have as blink targets.
Hmm. Hmm. I mean, there's also an argument here as well that I went to one Flamekin turn to voice, right, and got a voice instead of the Risen Reef because it's uncounterable, right? Um, they would have just still brainstormed in response anyway. But yeah, that was a line. Maybe I shouldn't have got the Risen Reef, but yeah.
I think the voice is only medium versus this deck because the deck has white removal, presumably. So,
True.
like, your voice isn't actually going to die and give you an elemental in that regard.
Hmm. So they
So,
got a
go ahead and
basic
just
here.
take your attacks first.
Yeah, of course. They got basics here, so I don't think they'll have main deck back to basics, but that's something to consider. And I'm assuming a snake's coming here as well.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Like, we have gotten value out of our red one drops already.
Yeah, if I was playing the Aether Vial build, um, I I would want that guy dead because I play yeah, this one can get a Tundra. I'm gonna get Tundra here, and then the other one will get the Trop.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I actually want the Flamekin dead because Thunderkin reanimates him.
Night, Antonio. Glad you enjoyed the videos.
My buddy, good to see you, mate. I was hoping to hit a land there actually.
Yeah, I would love more lands. So we have plenty of outs to an Uro.
Hmm.
Um, by the way, is Ephemerate target creature you control or just target creature?
We control.
Okay.
Um, I could see casting Omnath first to see what we draw. Two cards because we could potentially draw. I don't
So
know, a Solitude or what are your thoughts?
yeah, that's fine.
Did you have anything else to think about?
Not really. It's one of those things where if your opponent has the ability to respond, they'll respond with this on the stack regardless. And so I don't think it matters too much whether or not like you do this or like you take your attacks first.
Gotcha, gotcha. Oh yeah, because you're saying pre-combat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was worried about.
Like if there's one more mana involved, um, things are a little different because then you have to start worrying about like Ice Fang and such.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming they get their swords here. I mean, white swords. Oh, blue.
No,
Interesting. All right. Well, sure.
they could just be straight blue green. Um, that would be a little odd to me, but stranger things have happened.
Laura's coming back. I actually don't care about this.
Yeah, so this. So we have this Solitude,
Mm-hmm.
and that is going to answer the arrow. And then the question is just like, when do we use this? If we use it on our opponent's turn, we play around a
Fun,
Force of Negation.
but it doesn't matter. It's a creature.
Oh, right. Yep. JK. Yeah, then I guess we can wait till our turn, kind of see what we draw. I guess we could, in theory, hardcast it. Yeah, and we can make it uncounterable if we draw a land. Yep. All right, ignore me. I figured it out.
Yeah, yeah. So one thing I like about doing it on my turn, or our turn, is we play voice, right? And then it sort of holds up the guards.
Oh yeah, I like that.
So it's uncountable. Let's see if we hit a land. Oh, there you go.
Nice.
We fetch here. We got a bunch of
It's fun to
mana.
see this just doing its thing. Yep.
Play Solitude.
And then we
Uncounterable.
can also just make it. Yeah,
Oh,
that worked out just about as perfectly as something could work out.
oh, we've got one problem. We have too much mana.
Oh no. Yeah, this is disgusting.
It is. It is. This is. And if we want to be an asshole, we could ephemerate and kill the noble. But no, I'm just gonna attack.
Yeah, I think we just attack and hold up ephemerate. Like, short of a terminus or like equivalent, we're probably just so far ahead here that we can't lose.
Mm-hmm.
And if our opponent is playing mana dorks, it's less likely that they're going to have terminus or Supreme Verdict in game one. Not impossible, but less likely.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I guess Terminus is sort of premium in the sense that like it deals with the whole board. So it might be just playing it just because you just want to one players and you have 72 cards, right? But oh, by the way, we still have Kahira in the sideboard.
Haven't needed it yet.
Yeah, that's true. So I actually played some paper last Sunday, just for the sake of like meeting with some friends, and we're all vaccinated and stuff. And black. And I forgot about companion like 3 times. Sure,
Sure, that's fine.
that's gonna go very poorly for
We're
them.
dealing damage in very large chunks. They don't have enough cards in the graveyard yet to bring it back immediately.
Mm-hmm.
We're a-okay with this.
Yeah, they need the escape cards there. We can cast another voice,
Yeah, I like a pre-combat voice for sure.
or do you like Risen Reef?
I think I want to have another Risen Reef in hand if things go south.
Oh, gotcha. Because of the force. The force.
Like I want to have that card engine available
I gotcha. In case they
if
destroy
we
the
do
board.
get terminus.
That's fair. That's fair, mate. Huh? Huh? What? Coco? What is this? Endurance?
Okay,
No, poor
that's
friend.
fine.
Thanks for a 6/6. Oh, Jute. Oh no. And another trigger. Yeah, I don't care.
Nice flash creature.
And they just tap their other blocker. Oh, sorry. Alrighty.
Yeah, so now we can just ephemerate the solitude, remove the endurance.
We have the force backup. Okay, let's get some tokens first. Let's go ahead and draw 2 cards. Oh man. Alright, have we played a land? We have not?
I don't think we have played a land.
Look at the card. Okay. Force pitching, I guess, unsettled?
Do we even need to?
That's a good point.
Like it's fine to,
Actually, a good
but
point, yeah. I just want a value, but you're right, we have 9/9s. Yeah, good point.
yeah.
Let's go ahead and...
Yeah, you can keep going a little bit deeper. Like we have 2 Risen Reefs now. I think there's no reason not to just play out another one.
We're going really deep now. Fury. Flamekin. This is dumb, man. Did we just play Jute?
Oh. So we can play. We could pitch cast Fury, kill their endurance, and then crash in for approximately 1 billion damage and get Jete equip.
I'm just into that, man. Let's just...
Oh my gosh.
Ah, it's too many triggers. Imagine this in paper. Why did I just cast it? Oh my
You
god.
were 1 mana short, right? Fury is 5
Oh yeah.
mana.
Yeah, you're right. And we got another ephemerate, so we can. All right. No, I'm just gonna.
I, yeah, I think we just Jitte equip though. Like
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I just want
we
to
can, we can end the turn with approximately 1 billion cards in hand, and our opponent will be at approximately half of their current life total and down the Noble Hierarch as well if we want to kill it,
Let's kill the noble.
which I'm guessing we do.
Yeah, we're good. I see. Yeah, sure. We have Force of Will and Solitude.
Yeah, we've got things covered.
Do you think we have enough
Like,
power?
no.
his voices. 4 opponents and 3 cards. I'm the control deck now.
Yeah, we've only got like 40 power in play.
Nice.
I guess it's okay.
I think the biggest lesson we learned here is to look at the card.
I took a screenshot of that one. That one's going to Twitter.
Nice. Do we like endurances here? I think we do. What are your thoughts?
Endurance is good in every matchup, so yeah, that's fine. Get it in there. Generally speaking, I think our game one plan is pretty good. Like we have a lot of value. And if our opponent actually doesn't have sweepers or has very few sweepers, we're probably going to outvalue them as games go along. I don't know if we're going to sideboard anything outside of the endurances, honestly.
I agree. I'm just trying to figure out what to take out. Do you think Fury being the only thing it hits is like snakes and maybe nobles? What are your thoughts?
Fury also kills endurance.
That's a good point.
So, like, that's not nothing. It's also just a double striker. Like, that's a good body come endgame. I would probably shave the Jitte. I don't know that that actually does a ton here.
Oh, good point. Yeah, it stops.
Like, I don't want to be using my mana to equip in most cases.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have a pretty good deck in general, just against in this matchup.
Yeah, if you're having trouble figuring out what you should cut, you're in an okay position. Like, it could be Unsettled Mariner. I could see trimming that.
So we still have a fair enough blue count. I think the game will go slow enough for us to be able to build up a stable hand to have blue for force, right? That's like 14 cards. It's 2 off the optimal, but I think that's still fine. Because the game will go slow. And they're also Yorion. They're not even just control, they're Yorion. Sorry,
Yeah,
15.
I often find that when you're playing against the Yorion control decks, if you can take advantage of the first like 5-ish turns of the game, like the opposing deck's clunkiness is very exploitable. So like we got online with the Risen Reef early, and our opponent couldn't really do much.
I agree. I think the Risen Reef was actually really, really vital in that last game. Got us so many cards. I'm going to go ahead and submit this, but I'm going to ask a quick question before I do this. When do we ever bring in Revelark?
So I think the issue here specifically is that we don't know exactly what removal our opponent is playing right now because we just didn't see it.
Yep.
And so, like, we don't know exactly what the black is for. Like, are they going to kill our creatures? Is that something that's not at all in their plan?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I want to board the Revelark when we're already kind of having trouble figuring out, like, what we want to cut.
Yeah, so the modern deck that I got this inspiration from had 2 Revelarks in sideboard, and I took one out for the Caracas. But, like, I don't even know when we should be bringing in Revelark.
I think it makes a little more sense in Modern, where more of the removal kills, like your Fatal Pushes, your Lightning Bolts, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, Legacy removal is a lot of white, with Source of Plowshares and Prismatic Ending being so popular.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's a fair point. Yeah, so, I guess that could be a bonus points for us if we can somehow figure out in any matchup when a Revelark is relevant. But yeah, overall, okay, that's good as hand.
I think this is a fine but unimpressive hand.
I agree. This force is definitely pitching this force. This Fury is kind of awkward. We have a turn with 2 voice and hope to draw a land for an endurance.
Yeah, I think this is a keep. Many draws make it better. I'm just not excited about the hand.
It's okay. We stole game 1. We'll go ahead and keep this. But it's okay. I have a feeling they do not have Terminus. Okay,
I agree with that. We already kind of suspected that as well.
I feel like they're just trying to turbo out Oro, to be honest.
Yeah, and that may be the case. This may be something kind of along the lines of like Reed Duke's bug deck from GP Louisville, just kind of like updated with Modern Horizons, not Modern Horizons, like Fire Design cards.
Yep, just the all broken cards deck.
I mean, that's what it was back then. It was just that like True Name and Leovold were the broken cards then. And we've ramped up a little since then.
Abundant growth.
Okay, yeah, there's the abundant growth that I suspected earlier.
I let Oro resolve. I figured that it's not an issue at the moment.
Oh yeah, we're not countering that.
I'm not gonna fetch
Like we have an endurance.
Oh, all the lands. Okay. Slam voice.
Oh yeah, unquestionably.
Yeah, just figuring out the appropriate time when they're gonna do their shenanigans with the graveyard, but we're gonna get a Savannah here. Play the unclaimed. Name elemental. They got 4 cards left. That's something to note as well. They have been sort of going through their cards quickly.
Yeah, like we're going to like cast an endurance with Force of Will backup. Probably on their turn. We'll kind of see where the graveyard count is at. And it will be just backbreaking.
I mean, there's also Brotdecay. What's this? What? Black?
This is 3 mana.
Oh.
Grist. That's
Really good.
That's annoying.
Yeah. Them killing
that might be Force of Will worthy.
Yeah. I wonder if the black is for like, what's that? 3 mana, return a creature 3 or less from the graveyard to play. Yeah.
Like unearth?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Because they got like a bunch of small creatures, right? You keep unearthing the Oro? I don't know. Alright. I don't mind.
I think I would go ahead and Force of Will this.
Sure.
I don't love doing it, but like we don't really have answers to Grist until like Fury comes around, and that also like requires our Voice of Resurgence to stick around.
That's good. Play a land here. Attack with Voice. Do you like doing endurance on our turn? Or waiting?
I think we wait till the fetch land is in the graveyard.
Okay, sure. Just figured because of the value of the voice. But I think... I don't know if they have a counter spell, that's the thing.
Oh, I see. So if they have a counter. Okay, yeah. I could see doing it on our turn then. That's totally reasonable.
Okay. I don't know if it matters if I do on my
play around different things.
Of course. I don't think it matters if I go... the Volk here. Yeah, for the Fury later, so I get a Volk. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fury. Yeah. It's, probably there's no difference to playing on the end step, right? Yeah, I think it's fine.
No, we're not dealing with any like Flicker Wisp sort of cards or anything like that where like timing restrictions are going to matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the best one I've been using a lot lately is flickering your flicker on the end step. So mean. Oh, sure.
It's This is not as bad as the Grist from last turn though, because like now we have two creatures that both can attack in.
Mhm.
So like we make some headway.
Yeah, they're also running out of cards.
Unless our opponent has something like an Ice Fang Coatl.
That's a good point. I feel like the chances of them having... Was it Uro? Not Recruiter. Oh, is this like Aluren?
Oh.
Yeah, because you can cast at an instant speed if you need to. Yeah, it might be Aluren.
Drawing a red card for Fury would be hot.
It'd be very good. So, when I played my 8th Evolve version, we versed Aluren, and they put Luren in play, and I drew like 15 cards off Risen Reef. Ended up flickering their Aluren. It was hilarious. But then their Aluren came back at end step. So... Okay.
Rats.
Yeah.
I mean, so we attack both creatures in on the Planeswalker.
I agree.
We're in okay shape if we don't just outright die soon.
Oh, they blocked one. They want to keep the Recruiter. Interesting.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I think if we get to just like hardcast Fury, clear their board, kill the Planeswalker, we'll be pretty good against a lot of non-combo situations, but things can get a little bit weird.
Okay, what are they doing now?
Okay, they do have white in the deck,
Okay.
because they just milled a Prismatic Ending.
True, and now they put Yorion on their hand. So they got Yorion and the Recruiter.
Yeah, Yorion Recruiter is obviously pretty cute.
So they got a Recruiter with the Recruiter?
Yep,
Oh, because Yorion can flicker both of them. Gotcha. And
yep.
a Recruiter. Gotcha. Oh, they're trying to get a
So
lot
they're
of cards.
just going for a value chain. That's
So,
okay. Like we're going to kill 4 creatures with Fury here.
let me think about this. Fetch, play Omnath. So they got Yorion and Recruiter. So they, if they have a force, they can force pitch Yorion. But like, if we fetch here, play Omnath, and then play second fetch, then we'll get enough mana to play Omnath and Fury.
Yeah, do we have another red source that's fetchable off Flooded Strand specifically?
No.
Okay,
No,
so
we
that
do
doesn't
not.
work then.
Oh wait, we have Plateau. Wait, does Plateau work off Strand? Yeah, it does. We
Yep.
do.
Okay, then we're good.
Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I fetch correctly here then. Let's get a Tundra to make white. Yep. Oh, we get a Trop. The Trop's really handy.
Yep.
Yeah, get Trop. So here goes white, green, red, blue. Hope this not get forced. I'm thinking about it.
All right, that's quite good.
It's for later.
Yeah, now
Plateau.
we're golden.
Yep. I feel like this is all gonna resolve.
Oh yeah, if I think our opponent would have forced if they had a force already.
3 Grist, 1 to Recruiter.
No, we can just kill Grist in combat.
Oh, yeah, fair point. Yeah, so clear.
Right? We just go 1 to all 4 of their creatures, and then we attack Grist with Endurance.
Oh, damage. I forgot about that part.
Yeah, we can kill the Planeswalker the good old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I don't think they can flash out again.
Yeah, I would not expect anything to disrupt us here.
Good thing is we have this Solitude to deal with the Yorion or the Recruiter. I don't think they have mana to do both though. This is Yorion to cantrip Abundant Growth.
Yep.
Sure. I mean, at least we have a target.
Yeah, and we're honestly in pretty good shape
I agree.
Like we have so much damage. Our opponent is dead in two attacks,
Mm-hmm.
almost one.
Why would they put on the fetch? Interesting.
So the fetch can tap for mana
I guess.
without them having to fetch and lose the 1 point of life, because the 1 point of life is definitely relevant right now.
Fair, fair, fair. Oh, alright. I guess we're
So
making kind
fantastic.
of. Sorry. Um,
Yep. Just make sure you leave up a white source of some nature for
gotcha.
the ephemerate afterwards.
That's fair. We could also endurance
I
them,
think we
if I'm
saw.
right.
Yeah, I think we just hold up the ephemerate though. Like we don't have a reason to nuke their graveyard yet.
Fair point.
Like they might give us a reason, but I think it's better to just hold up
Yep, that's a fair point.
the
Um,
ephemerate.
they still have a recruit in their hand that we know about. That's probably what they're casting now. Yeah, they're gonna get
Yep.
maybe for 2 or less. Probably I don't know, maybe a snake. They got another recruiter. Sure, you can't cast it though. Ooh, that doesn't affect us too much.
Yeah, that does literally nothing. Where we can just ephemerate our solitude um, in this turn cycle and just answer it before it even matters.
Yep, and the upkeep we
Oh,
get that.
actually, shit, sorry.
Oh,
Fury was
Fury.
better. Fury got 2 creatures.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't mind. We can still do it this way. I don't mind doing this.
Yeah.
Um, that's a cool point. Do
Let's see. So
do we want to hit? Cause we don't want to hit Fury because we want to get in for attacks. But
yeah, I guess we just hit Solitude again. We should have just done Fury because they were dead this turn if we did Fury.
sorry about that.
Now we hit. No, it's okay. I realized it half a second too late.
You want to hit Solitude to clear the way, or you don't care about their graveyard anymore? I guess they don't have cards, so.
I don't care. I don't care about the graveyard. Yeah, I just want to hit Solitude, get that body out of the way, make it so they can't blink it. And we'll hit in for almost lethal damage.
Oops. Drew another one.
Oh, I mean, another one is totally fine.
Yeah, you're right. My bad, my bad. The Desperation Brainstorm. Yeah, they would be super dead because
Yeah, it was just deterministic if we blink Fury instead, because then we just like blink our own Voice of Resurgence, and then we have 12 damage incoming.
you don't even
Because
need it.
Ephemerate is not a May.
It is a mate. Yeah, we don't even need to cast it. So we could have just
Oh, is the rebound ability a May?
Yep.
Oh, yep. Okay, it is. Some of those things are forced, and some of them aren't.
That's a good point. I guess rebound's just really good. Wow, they're down 1 life. Oath. Sure. That's what you get.
Yeah. So like, notice here, like their Misty play is looking real good right now.
Yes.
All right.
all,
We're up to
the,
2-0.
all the solitudes. Stop it. Oh, wow. Alrighty, let's keep the train rolling. Appreciate everyone here hanging and watching out the stream. I'll be obviously posting this to YouTube. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/1mrlee. Would you want to share your YouTube channel as well, Thraben, and your Twitters?
Yeah. So you can find me at ThrabenU anywhere where there's people worth finding. Whether it's Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Discord, I'm ThrabenU on all of them.
For sure.
Chunky Chili, are we running hot, or is the deck just good?
Chunky's one of my oldest friends here in North Americas. I'm so looking forward to seeing you. Hey, Alex. Oh, he's literally my teammate. Alex, good to see you, Alex.
So where exactly do you live?
I live in your house. I just stream from the guest bedroom.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
No, I'm.
Wait a second. I live in an apartment. I don't even have a guest bedroom.
Turns out you've owned another house that you've never known about. No, I am born and raised in Sydney, but I'm currently living in Seattle, Washington.
Okay. I knew you were West Coast somewhere, because time zones, but I couldn't remember exactly where.
Yeah, for sure. And I have the fortunate of commentating for Card Kingdom here, also known as Box Boarding House, one of the best LGSs I've ever seen in my life, and I'm so glad to be part of
Yeah,
the community.
that's a good one.
Yeah,